Here we're going to look at the basics of an element, compound, and of a mixture. First, we're going to start off talking about an element. An element is found, it's the most pure substance, and it is composed of only one type of atom. So all carbon is made up of carbon atoms. Okay, so this is the element carbon. You can see that it's represented by one capital letter. Okay, you also have elements like sodium. Okay, this is still to an element because how many capital letters are there? There is one capital letter. Okay, and you know that sodium is found in your periodic table of what? Elements. Okay, so an element is represented by one type of atom. An example here that I gave you was sodium. You know that that's an element because you only see one capital letter, and also here's one carbon. Okay, so now let's not talk about elements. Now let's talk about what a compound is. Okay, a compound is when you have two or more elements that are chemically bonded together. So this, for example, would be carbon dioxide. Okay, this is CO, and there are two of these. Okay, so this would be CO2. Now, it's a compound. One, we see that they're chemically bonded together, but also how many capital letters do you have here? Okay, you have one, you have two. Okay, that's an indication that we have a compound. All right, here's another example of a compound. Okay, we have how many capital letters here? 2, 1, 2. Okay, they are right beside each other. They are chemically bonded. This is a compound. Okay, so let's move past compounds now quickly, and let's talk about mixtures. Okay, so a mixture is a combination of either elements and compounds that are found together but are not chemically joined. Okay, so this is actually an element. Okay, because how many capital letters? 1. This is actually a compound because they are joined together. Okay, element, element, nitrogen, element, compound, compound. However, they're all located within the same area, but they're not all chemically joined together. Therefore, in this, we have a mixture of both of compounds and elements. Okay, so let's look at this a different way. Let's go back to element. Okay, so here I have the element bolt. Okay, you see that there's one of them. Okay, so that is your element bolt. Okay, just as this would be your element paperclip, this would be your element washer, and this would be your element bolt, nut. Okay, so now let's look once again at a compound. Now remember, a compound results when you have a chemical reaction that takes place, and you will get a new compound, and things are chemically joined or combined together. So there's some key terminology. Now, this is a compound. Okay, it is joined together, chemically bonded. It's not easily able to separate by physical means. Okay, so this is just a representation of what a compound is. Do you see how they're all together? Again, this is an element. Okay, cover up my term over here. And this then would be a compound. And here you would see how many capital letters. Okay, you would see in this one, you would actually see 3. Okay, you would see one for the bolt, another one for the washer, and the other one for the nut. Okay, so this is a compound. So you would actually see 3 capital letters right beside of each other. For example, this could be C6H12O6. Okay, glucose molecule, you see 3 capital letters. Okay, now, once more, let's talk about what a mixture is. So I could put this here, 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 here. Okay, do you see here? Maybe not, it's not on screen. There we go. Here we have a mixture. Okay, we actually have an element, 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 Okay, we have a compound here, but in this area, all these things are not chemically bound together. They're not chemically joined. Therefore, we have a mixture.